Hello and welcome to the Elite YGO. My name is Reese and welcome to an updated Dragon Link deck profile featuring Red Eyes of Dragoon. I played this deck at my remote duel locals yesterday actually, went X1, which is pretty cool. This deck still performs so well. It's definitely better than it ever has been because of Dragoon, because that card is just so insanely broken. It just shouldn't be around, but we're here. And without further ado, let's start with the deck profile. Okay, so starting with the monsters, we play 3 Black Metal Dragon paired with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal and the Red Eyes Wyvern. I still play this because it's actually like a free discard most times. It also acts as a free discard for the Dragoon when you pass to your opponent. Usually you just keep this in your hand, then it's just a free card you can discard. But Black Metal Dragon by itself is a 1-card combo, which is really good. Also, having the second target to search off the Black Metal lets you chain block the Romulus, because Romulus is actually, like, contrary to popular belief, probably the most key card that you want to protect throughout your whole combo that is like a reasonable to protect. Usually Romulus is the only one that you can protect. Haki Fireaxe is a bit harder to protect, so arguably the second best starter, but I'd say just as good, is the Stylish Safets along with the white and black dragons, because basically the whole point of the deck is get to Romulus. If you get to Romulus, if there's no hand traps from there on, you've got full combo. Romulus is like the real combo starter, so if you can get there, basically you just need 2 dragons. This is 2 dragons. Black Metal Dragon, 2 dragons. So yeah, this card is just absurd. These are also good too, because obviously chaos-based targets. For the Rocket Engine, we just play the 1 Absoluta, 3 Traces, and then Rocket Recharger and Magna Rocket. We've cut the Silver Rocket. An argument could be said that you can just cut this too and just leave it at this kind of package, but you know, if you draw one, like if you just left this and you drew this, well then this becomes dead. You don't want that. So I just play 2 just in case, and honestly any dragon plus an extender is the full combo anyway, so let's just say you drew both with, like, I don't know, well, like a Scar Dragon, you've got combo anyway. So usually drawing odd dragons is not always a brick. Speaking of bricks, some people think these are bricks, but honestly if you draw like Black Metal Dragon plus an extender with this in your hand, your board is arguably better. So yeah, these cards are fine to draw, I think. Really good. Obviously for the Garden Rose Maiden combo. This is also part of your normal combo. Usually you just go Levy and Air, shuffle a card back into your opponent's hand, and then continue with your combo from there. This is just insane. In some hands, if you don't want to use too much hand resources, you don't go this route, you'll go a different route, which is fine. But yeah, this card is really, really sick. Levy is just broken. The final combo piece really is the card that probably should get banned, honestly. Destruction Sword just locks your opponent out of the extra deck. You do it for free, essentially. So this card, yeah, it's definitely mandatory in the deck. I've actually had hands where I've like drawn this plus, like, I don't know, Rocket, like a extender of some kind. You actually make Haki Fireaxe with it. So it's fine to draw. Like I said, any dragon's fine to draw. For extenders, we play 3 Noctivision. This is just the best extender in the game. It literally chain blocks everything for you, so this card's just absurd. The benefit this card gives you is it actually replaces itself. So when you summon it, you'll draw a new card once you link off with it. So any card that replaces itself is good in my eyes. Arguably 2 more extenders. Obviously we play Unexpected Dice, so these do become extenders. If you draw them, it's not great, but again, with an extender, it's fine. But Galaxy Serpent is definitely the better one because it's a light monster, so if you happen to hard draw the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, at least you have something to banish off of it, because it's always really hard to get a light monster in your graveyard for that monster. And then just the 2 biggest garnets in the deck. You never want to see these, but sometimes you do, but it's fine. If you keep them in your hand, you can still resolve the Anaconda and the Red Eyes Fusion, so it's not a big deal. But these cards obviously facilitate the Red Eyes Dragoon. Onto hand traps, we play the best hand trap of the format right now, the Gamma and the Driver. There's no reason not to play these, honestly, no need to explain them. 3 Effective Veiler, it's just like second Gamma, not as strong though, but the fact that this can't be chain blocked is really important. 3 Ash, this is probably the weakest hand trap right now in my opinion, but I still play it because I just want to open really good hands with a few hand traps in them, because sometimes they can break your field, but under a hand trap it's not as easy, so you just got to be wary of that. And honestly, like, you're not always guaranteed to go first, so if you're going second and you draw a couple of hand traps, you might survive. And then just the Impermanence, again, one of the best hand traps. And just the 1 Nibiru. I play 1 because I just wanted it in my deck just to say I could have it. because if you open this against combo, at least you have a way out. I just felt uncomfortable not playing it at 1 at least. because this card's probably one of the best hand traps in the game. Onto spells, we play the 3 obligatory field spells, Boot Sector, Ravine, and Black Garden. You just have to play these because you search them all. The only real bad one to draw are these 2. This one's fine to draw because it just helps you get Abzurad to the grave, or any kind of extender you want. 3 Chaos Space, this is really broken. If you draw this with Abzurad, it's like the best combo ever. You might think to yourself, then why don't you play 3 Abzurad to boost your chances of drawing them in conjunction? It's not super necessary. Your field's more broken enough as it is. This is just like really luxurious. But again, you just discard any light or dark monster for this and you get the baby Chaos Dragons. Or sometimes if you've got the full combo and you don't want to burn like, you know, you want to go like safer off the LP instead of the Brotor, well then this can just search you the levy anyway, so it's really good. Just the extenders, the quick launch, the World Legacy Guard Dragons, Monster Reborn, and 3 Unexpected Dies. You just play like the most amount of extenders. I guess this can be an extender too, but this is just more or less a combo starter. But we play all these because, well, we want to get extenders through our combos because you want to be able to fight through hand traps as much as possible. And sometimes with the right extenders in your hand, you can fight through 2 or 3 hand traps. So you just want to facilitate your combo as best as possible. And then for the final spell, just the Red Eyes Fusion. Again, another brick. This one, if you draw it, it's really rough, but it's not that bad, honestly. Like, sometimes just going Red Eyes Fusion, summon Red Eyes Dragoon and just pass, it's like, sometimes can just win you a game. Ask Kadir how that went for us at our local tournament this weekend. Before we get into the extra deck, I'd like to give a quick shout out to nikijo.com.au. Use promo code ELITE5 at checkout for 5% off all your orders. Now, with that being said, let's do this extra deck. That rhymed. Maybe I should use that as like a quote or like a catchphrase. Man, that's awkward as. Let's go with the 2 Striker Dragons. This extra deck's fairly standard. 2 Striker Dragons, LB, PSD, and Link Cross. They're all the Link 1s. Link Cross and LB probably deserve to be banned. I just hope LB stays alive forever. Link 2 is Haki Firebrax, another card that I really want banned. Romulus is actually more broken than people think. This card is absurd. And also, like, if you draw Red Rose Dragon, and if you can make, like, Striker Dragon in a zone it points to, it lets you get the Red Rose Dragon out of your hand, which means it actually ends up with a 4 Materia Appaloosa plus your normal combo field. So arguably is a better field. Union Carrier, another card that you could probably ban because in other decks it gets like, you know, like the Block Dragon for example. It's just absurd. Another card that should be banned. This deck just plays all the cards that should be banned in the extra deck. Delingerous definitely doesn't need to be banned. This card's just a good extender, plus it's part of your combo. Appaloosa is just part of the combo. Boral Sword is the flex spot. If you play Boral Sword, you can cut it, you can play it, it's just really up to you. I just like it. Synchros, Garden Rose Maiden, and Savage, they are both part of the combo. And then the best card in the extra deck is Red Eyes Dragoon. This is just completely unoutable. I love this card so much. I hope it never gets banned, or can get limited because I only own one and I only plan to own one, so if it gets limited, it's fine by me. I can't imagine people playing multiples, to be honest, anyway. But yeah, this card is just so ridiculous, and it's definitely worth its current price tag. So yep, because it's a locals report kind of thing, I'll show you a side deck, but again, this is just like depending on what your format's like at your local area. I just play the final 2 Nibirus because, you know, again, they're one of the best hand traps. 3 Cherries, because like your extra deck's full of amazing cards, so you actually benefit off this without having to run random bricks in your extra deck. They're not bricks, of course, but random useless cards, I should say. So this card is actually really powerful. And the final monster is Pankratrops, because this is actually the best monster in the extra deck right now. Because this punches over Borreled Savage if they put it in defense, if they fear the Lightning Storm. This punches over like all the Dogmatica cards. It also somewhat outs punishment because the only card that can send from the extra deck to kill this is Omega, which means they don't get any real advantage off it. So Pankratrops, I think everyone should be citing that right now. Spells, Forbidden Droplets, 3, because it's like literally the best spell card in the game right now. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, and the card I probably wouldn't be citing anymore because I just felt it really underwhelming is Triple Tactics Talent, not Triple Tactics Talent, Lightning Storm. I would replace this with Triple Tactics Talent because this card, I don't know, just with the locals I played, it just never came up, so I just never wanted to side it in, so I would definitely replace this with Triple Tactics Talent. I was considering playing it in the main deck actually, but I felt like Nibiru and some extra hand traps were just like more important. But there were some hands where Triple Tactics Talent would have been really, really absurd. Anyway, that's the deck. I'm going to give you a quick one card combo just so you can see what the deck can do with just one card. I've shown a similar combo before on my first video on the channel, but this obviously gets you to Dragoon plus the rest of your combo, which is like insane. So let me set that up for you and then, yeah, I'll show it to you. Okay, so for this combo, all you need is Black Metal Dragon plus the rest of your hand, which can be literally anything, it doesn't matter. But in this scenario, we've got no extenders. So we've got Black Metal Dragon, Psyframe, Driver, Flamebell Guard, Collapse, Galaxy Serpent, and Effect Veiler. All really irrelevant cards, but I've put them in just because we need to discard a card eventually. So, but just so you can see kind of the hand advantage you might end on with this combo. But the Black Metal Dragon on its own is just so broken. So, let's start with a normal summon, link it off into Striker Dragon F, Black Metal Dragon F. You'll chain them accordingly, however you like to do it. You usually want to chain block the Black Metal, so you guaranteed the Red Eyes. From here, we're going to banish the Striker Dragon, summon Red Eyes F, summon Black Metal, link 2 into Romulus, and then we'll go chain link 1 Romulus, chain link 2 Black Metal again, so we'll get Red Eyes Wyvern and the Dragon Ravine. From here, we're going to activate Ravine. Pitch a random card, doesn't really matter as long as it's not these two that you searched. So we'll just pitch the Galaxy Serpent. We're going to send Abzerata to the grave, and then Abzerata's effect will activate, searching us the Tracer, which is crucial to the combo. From here we're going to activate the Quick Launch over the... I realize you probably can't see the field spell here, so I'm just going to put the field spells here just for your viewing pleasure. Then we'll activate Boot Sector's effect to summon out the Tracer, and then we'll link down the Romulus into Link Cross, and then use its effect to get us 2 tokens. It'll be Link Cross tokens, not Dirac Egg tokens. Then we're going to use these two to make Kriston Halke Fabrax, and then use his effect, summon Red Rose Dragon. We're then going to Synchro Summon for our lovely old Garden Rose Maiden, and then use Chainlink 1 Red Rose, Chainlink 2 Garden Rose, because you want to guarantee the Red Rose effect. So we'll do it that way. So we search the Black Garden, summon out the White Rose Dragon. From here, you should probably recognize this combo, honestly. If you watch my other deck profile, I showed a similar combo, it just ends slightly differently. So we'll link 4 into a 3 material Appaloosa, just put the dice on it so we remember. And then from here, we're going to banish the Garden Rose Maiden, summon out any of our Rose Dragons, link it off for Alpi, and then Alpi's effect will activate, summoning Seifert. We'll then activate Seifert's effect, pitching the Red Eyes Wyvern we search, which basically makes his effect free. So, add the White Dragon Wyvern Buster. From here, we're going to link the Seifert off for Pisti. What I like to do now is summon the White Dragon Wyvern Buster and banish a Dark Monster, because I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but it lets you, like, keep the cards in your graveyard, I guess. Then Piston's effect, we'll just summon it back out. From here, we're going to activate Black Garden over the Boot Sector. We do it here because we want to get 2 tokens on our opponent's field. So, we'll link these 2 into Delindrous. Your opponent gets 1. Then these 2 into Union Carrier. Your opponent gets 2. From here, we'll pop the Black Garden and the 2 tokens, summon out our Tracer, which will then summon out Delindrous via its effect. Its effect reads, if a rocket monster special summon to the field, summon it from the graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. From here, we're going to use Delindrous and White Dragon to link into Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda, and then White Dragon will activate, searching us the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. We'll summon the Collapse Serpent by banishing the White Dragon. Then we'll use Tracer's effect, pop the Black Dragon, summon out Recharger. We do this because Recharger is actually really valuable in the graveyard, where this is really irrelevant. So we just do that just to get like a good combo follow-up next turn if our field gets broken. We'll Synchro Summon into Borderlord's Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon's effect will activate. Don't forget to do this because I did forget it once. For Haki Firebacks. Oh, I just realized, make sure you banish Delindrous. I forgot to do that. And I just explained to you that it gets banished when it leaves the field. How ironic. Then activate Union Carrier, targeting the Borderlord Savage to equip Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Please keep in mind you can't equip the Dragon Buster to Dragoon because it can't be targeted by card effects. So don't let anyone cheat you like that. And then the final move will be Verte Anaconda, paying 2,000, sending Red Eyes Fusion, then activating the Red Eyes Fusion to send both the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes. Summon out our final boss monster, Red Eyes Dragoon. So honestly, you do your full combo, you've still got 3 cards left in hand, which could be hand traps. I guess in this case it is, but we're just pretending it was a blank card. So you only lost 2 cards from your hand, and you gained on the field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. You've got 2 Omni Negates on the Savage, you've got Omni Negate on the Dragoon, you've got 3 Monster Negates on the Appaloosa, and you've got an extra deck lock on the Destruction Sword. The only way to out this field is like obviously the generic Dark Rule and more Forbidden Droplets. Those cards will obviously out this field, but in my opinion this is just arguably better than the Herald combo, because in the Herald combo it only gets you as far as Halki Firebrax, Alpi, and Herald on the side, so you need an extender to push the combo forward, where in this case Black Metal Dragon on its own accomplishes this. So that's just how I see it, guys. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. If you think that the other way with the Herald is better, I mean, I can be open to suggestions, honestly. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the combo. I hope you understand the true power of this deck, because Dragon Link is probably the best deck at making Dragoon, because it has all this to follow up with it, and you play it very naturally in the deck with your combo. There's no real luck involved, apart from your opponent having no hand traps, maybe. But yeah, obviously this combo with the 1 card is very susceptible to hand traps. 1 well-timed hand trap will just end it all, but truth be told, I think this is just an arguably better combo overall. So, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share the video to your Dragon Link enthusiasts, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.